Hey everybody, I'm Sam Kimmel with StealthBuilt, and we are starting a new build. It's going to be kind of a quick deal here. We're going to try to get this start to running and driving in like 5 days. So we're taking this 2012 Chevrolet van and we're going to strip it down to the chassis and the drivetrain, and we're going to swap all of that stuff underneath a 67 International grain truck, a Loadstar. So if you're familiar with those trucks, they're super cool. So we're going to slam this thing to the ground. It's going to have a 6-liter V8 in it, all kinds of good stuff. And we're going to do all of this build in like a week. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button. If you don't already subscribe, you're going to want to follow this build along with finishing up the Audi. We're waiting on some parts for it, so we're going to tackle this job while we're waiting on parts, and then we'll be back onto that job. But thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, and we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, Roger's got to pull apart the rest of the interior pieces here so we can take that little section of headliner out and clear everything to get everything ready to cut. So we just got a few more panels to knock out, pull out that headliner, and then we're going to come back through and probably cut the van somewhere right here for the A-pillar. And then, I don't know, we'll probably just kind of cut it so we can take it off and get it outside, maybe cut it up further with the Sawzall. Then we're gonna throw it on the trailer, take it to the scrapyard. But before we do that, we just gotta finish taking a few things out here. We've got the forklift already ready back here to pop that roof off. This thing has a huge hitch with a receiver that is welded on, so we're struggling with about this much distance. We can't get into the van, so I think what we're going to do is get fork extensions, reach in as far as we can, and then ratchet strap the top to the forks so that we don't have a problem. So we're working on it. All right, we've come up with a silly solution. Slightly silly. We're gonna run a strap, hook it on the front, pull it up, and latch it on the top of the mast, and that'll just keep it from teetering forward. Because the real issue is we just can't get in far enough with these forks.
Watch your face.
Oh, that one might be blowing up on us. All right, I'm gonna take a quick second and let you guys put a vote. Do you think it's gonna lift straight off of here? Or do you think that it's gonna be not like that, not work at all? Leave a comment down below, let me know. Well, there you have it. Top came off. That wasn't too bad. We just had to figure out how to get this strap to lay right. But ended up getting that strap over the front, tied it to the mast, and then just used the tilt back, lift it right off. It's a lot easier than trying to take it off by hand, I'll tell you that. Now we're gonna cut this in half, I think, just to make it easy to throw on the scrap truck. It's another chassis that we were working on. But yeah, there's the van now. Looks a little bit different. Kind of funny to see it like this. I think I want to cut these sides off, take it for a drive. All right. Main part of the box is gone. Yeah, what do you think, Roger?
I think it's gonna be fun.
Gonna be fun. He wants to take it for a drive, so I guess move the forklift out of the way, and then yeah, and then I say we let her rip. Okay, here we go. this thing in. Yep. Still runs good. Only thing is, it's way too quiet. I feel like we should have sawzalled the muffler off while we were at it. Turn signal. Oh yeah. Duh. Okay. Well, we'll take it for a ride. I don't think I see it. Oh. Feels really weird. It's like it's like you're sitting really out in the open. Alright, you want to go for a ride?
Sure.
Can't take it on the road though.
Right. No road driving. Put my seatbelt on here. Oh, wait.
Service traction controls. Service StealthBuilt.
Uh-oh.
Got some service lights now. Apparently it didn't like the burnout. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like driving a Jeep. We got all the body mount bolts out. They came out pretty easy. And I drilled a hole here and I drilled one on the other side. What we're gonna try to do is put a ratchet strap across here so we can drive in with the forks, and hopefully that'll take the pressure off the front. We just lift this up and drive the whole thing outside. We're gonna try it. We're gonna let us, you know, we're gonna try it. Shield right there. Damn heat shield. That's probably why I wouldn't pick it up right there. Damn heat shield. These damn heat shields. That's a really straight cut, dude. I can't believe that's that straight. I didn't even lay that out. Yeah, bro. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but look at that. Toot, toot. Oh, wait, what?
Not trying to toot his own horn.
That's pretty straight cut right there. Look at that. Overall, yeah, it looks pretty good. I do think probably have to pop that spare tire out of there, make sure that even comes out of there.
200,000 miles. It's pretty nice.
But yeah, I mean, it's not all rusted out. Pretty good shape, really. That big muffler needs to go somewhere. I think it's in that trailer. All right, well, that's it for today. I think I'm gonna chop up this part that we just removed, throw it on the trailer, and then tomorrow we're gonna try to fit that cab back there onto here. All right, so Roger was just showing me something. Let me climb up on here. Kind of a tip trick for, I don't know, what is this just in the vans?
Yeah, just these big vans that have these large surrounds.
Yeah, see how big this dash panel surround is? So you can't get that off with the shift lever in place.
Yeah, you're supposed to drop the steering column down is what they tell you. But if you take the steering shroud off, or if you just prop this out of the way, there's actually a T30 Torx bit right here. You pop that out of there.
In the top of the shifter. He said sometimes you'll see them in the bottom too. So
Yeah.
maybe this one's been apart, or maybe the ones in the bottom have been apart. But
Yeah. We use a T30 Torx bit, or a screwdriver, a socket would probably be easier if you can get to it. You can take that T30 out, and then you can pull this shifter out just like that, lay it off the side. You want to be careful not to break the wire going to the shifter on the column, but then that gives you a lot of room to access and pull this out.
all right, Roger, I see you're messing with a big bundle of stuff. So what's going on?
Somebody had installed a remote start in here at some point that surprisingly still actually worked, but it's gonna just be in our way, and I'm gonna have to fix a couple of the wires that they
Yeah, they kind of made a little rat's nest in here, didn't they?
yeah.
So
FYI, never use wire nuts in a car like those guys.
oh yeah, that's for a house.
Yeah, those are for houses, and that is connected to the shift lock, so I'm surprised the shift lock actually works.
Well, it's going to take a couple more minutes because Roger's got to remove all this garbage, but it's moving along pretty good, actually. We got a lot of the dash already disassembled, so once Roger gets done with that, we're going to disconnect everything. Trying to get everything labeled up, too, so he's making little markers for everything, as you can see. So we'll know what it goes to when we go to put this back together at some point.
Steering column's out.
I did pretty good at getting these holes drilled out and stuff, but I wasn't paying attention when I drilled this last one. Apparently the washer fluid tank is down there, but I really don't care. I'm not using it, but yeah, I better start looking behind where I'm drilling, I guess. Found it. Hey, let me know down in the comments, do any of you spend about the same amount of time working as you do looking for a tool that you just had in your hand like a few minutes ago? That's about half my day. So I wasn't originally planning on taking it this far as this area goes, but we realized this is much too wide to fit under the hood of that, and actually even in the dash area. So we just decided to remove all the unnecessary stuff. I've got this side pretty much done. I'm going to cut this back probably another 6 inches. I'm going to try to keep right at the edge of where this mount is for the brake, and then just cut this straight down here pretty much along with that line. And then what we'd like to do is drop that cab on top of here and more or less see what fits and what doesn't, and then we can decide how much further we need to take it. Now that did require, you know, pulling out this panel. I know that, like I said, the front of this truck back here is so narrow, we're going to be like way in here. So I'm going to disconnect the lights, and I'll probably end up cutting this core support back. But this is all stuff that we can rebuild, you know, later. But I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. This has these big fenders, which is cool, but it narrows that hood section way in here. So right now that van is landing way out here, and we don't want it interrupting any of this. I can always, you know, it's got a butterfly style hood, so each side opens like that. I could always build like a bulge or something here, if I had to work in that brake reservoir, master cylinder, that whole assembly. But I'd rather not do it if I don't have to. But it'd be fine if I do. But what I really want to do right now is just get the rest of this narrowed out here in the front, keep the radiator connected, all that stuff, and then that way we can just roll it forward, pick it up with the lift here, set it down on top, see where we're at. We took this thing pretty much down to the chassis and the electronics. And the reason for that, as I kind of said before, that truck, the International, 67 International back here, it has a really, really narrow engine bay. And I was hoping to keep some of the firewall and a little bit of the tunnel area from this truck. But to be honest, it just wasn't working. The more of it I cut away, the more I'm like, why am I keeping any of this stuff? We can just build it fresh and new over here on the other truck. And now we just got to get this cleaned up. I think we're like 4 days in right now, but I really only have like 10 hours in. I've just been working on the spare time. But I've got 2 full days coming up, which I plan to use to try to mate up this truck with this cab. And so right now I'm trying to decide if I want to use that factory wire harness or if I want to order a painless wire harness or something. If I do that, it's probably going to delay me a few days. So I haven't really decided if I want to do that or not yet. It would be nice because there's stuff on that I really don't need. And they really clean it up really well. So I may do that, but I'll let you guys know. If you like this and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like it, comment, do all those things, ring the little bell, because you know, on YouTube, they'll notify you when we put out a new video. So if you like these kind of builds, you know, shoot us a message, let us know, and do all those things, you know, like and subscribe and all that stuff. and that way you'll be able to see the next one. We are still working on the Audi, so don't get upset with me. We're just waiting on parts, and I can't really do anything with it until we get some stuff in. So waiting on parts for that. Once they come in, we're gonna jump right back on that build, get it finished up. And in the meantime, hopefully you guys enjoy this build. And if you do, like I said, leave a comment below, let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.